Hello lovely people, welcome to another video. And as we reach the end of my mission to turn my garden shed into my ultimate hobby room for all my retro interests, including old retro games, classic movies and my own recording studio, I wanted to give you a bit of an update on some of the things that I've managed to set up. This is mighty exciting to me because all of my stuff has been in boxes since August when we first started to plan our move to the new house. So it's been 6 months since I've got any of my actual games or instruments or anything else out of boxes. If you've been following this along since the beginning, you'll know that we've repainted this room, we've cladded it, we've insulated it, we've put up all the furniture, but now it's time to actually get some of my favorite items into place. So I thought I'd give you a quick tour of where we're up to. We're not completely finished, there's still quite a few bits that need doing, but there's lots of exciting things to show you. So I hope you enjoy this tour of where we're up to so far. Let's have a look, shall we? So we start off where we left off, which is setting up all these consoles for my retro gaming area, and I've hooked all these up, which is one of those jobs that takes an absolute age to do, but is rubbish to video, so I thought I'd do that behind the scenes. But yeah, here's all my video game consoles all set up, and then what to play them through. Well, I found this amazing CRT on Facebook Marketplace for free. It's not a particularly good make. Apparently I've looked into it, Orion are a bit rubbish, but it comes with its own VCR, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about why this is a good idea for retro gaming. I didn't know this until recently, but yeah, when these original games came out, games consoles came out, like the Atari you can see here, or the NES or the SNES, anything basically up until the 2000s and HD TVs, CRTs were the best way to watch them because, and I'll show you a little bit of an explanation here. CRTs or cathode ray tubes, are these old bulky televisions, how they used to work was they would draw light onto lines of light onto a screen from behind and make up the picture by having like an odd and an even ray of light that would come across from top to bottom. And of course, when these consoles were invented, this was the main way to view them. So they're most suited to this kind of thing. When you try and blow up the image onto a HD TV, then it will add in all this extra noise. So even though the resolution is a lot better, you're getting all this extra information in. So you're getting like all these artifacts and all this extra stuff that you don't need really for these really early consoles. Hopefully, eventually, I would like to get a massive CRT, which are harder to find nowadays, obviously, because they're out of, they don't make them anymore. But for now, I've got one little CRT that works really great with my original generation consoles. And then I've got this great Sony Bravia that I picked up in a charity shop. Still quite an old TV, but it's got all the connections you could possibly want on the back. So we have, if you look on the back here, this is a bit of a nerd's dream as far as inputs go. We have the original composite, RF, or aerial, SCART, component, and then HDMI. So you usually get one or the other really. You usually get either component and SCART, or you'll get, composite and SCART, or you'll get component and HDMI, but this has all of them. So I'm very, very lucky to get this, and that's why this has lasted as long as it has, because not the best picture in the world, but it certainly has all the connections I want. And then I've plugged them all into this splitter. And then found myself this amazing label maker. Another great nerdy pleasure is to get a good label maker that you can label all these things up to make it a lot more organized. And I've tried to do that here with the splitter. As you can see, we have it all labelled up from the Atari 2600 all the way to the PS2. And then underneath we have my VCR player. So I now have two VCR players. I can VHS players that I can play old movies onto. And underneath that is my first big thank you of the video. I've got a few thank yous to make this this time around, and this is for my good friend Mark, who has let me have his old surround sound Sony system. He's just got a wireless one. He's given me his old wired one, which works incredibly well. I've been watching some movies on this to test it out. And yeah, he's given it me for a very, very reasonable price indeed. So massive thank you to Mark for that. You can see the surround sound speakers there, and then the subwoofer down here. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Subwoofer there, and then the front speakers and the center speaker there. So another step towards making this into a really cool home cinema. The only thing left, of course, which is hopefully happening next week, is I'm having Paul back to fit this projection screen, which will hopefully go up here and then go in front of the retro gaming setup here. That's the idea anyway. So if you'd like to subscribe to the channel and follow along the journey, that will hopefully be the next step. Then moving along, we have the stereo now all set up. You saw in the last episode this Black Besta being made. So this is all now set up nicely. Sounds great on these speakers, these bookshelf Sony speakers, and I've tried it through the surround sound. It sounds great as well. I've been doing a little bit of work to my home studio as well. I've got the computer now set up. My old, fairly knackered 2012 iMac, which again, a massive thank you to Rob this time, who gifted me this a few years ago and has been my main computer for big video editing and things like that, and certainly for music making as well. I've got my keyboard set up there. I've got a nice new ring light and phone holder for to camera shots. Got my Yeti microphone set up there as well. And then my next thing I want to show you, which was a gift again from my insanely generous friend Pete. Check this out. How awesome is this? He has created by hand in metal this incredible diorama, I think you would call it. Look, it's all etched on the back and everything. It's so cool with like the ball bearings and stuff. Absolutely adore this. So huge thank you to Pete for creating this. He's made like a little microphone with a ball bearing on the end there, and yeah, all handmade, using, well, not handmade obviously, but using his tools, his metal tools, to create this diorama. And what a lovely present for the pod. He said he's been wanting to make me something for a while for the pod, and yeah, he just came around this week and surprised me with this. So I'm so happy with it, and thank you so much, Pete, for that. Moving across, we have now set up my my old school reel-to-reel projector. I'm looking forward to setting that up, plugging it in and trying it out. And then the next big setup is my police box. I'm going to show you some behind the scenes footage of me and Lucy fixing this. This was a gift from my good friend Derek many years ago, and it's a 1993 30th anniversary bookshelf, TARDIS bookshelf. I think you can see, yeah, here it says, and you had to send off for this to the Doctor Who Appreciation Society, and he gifted me this, and it's amazing. The only problem I've had in the past is because it's made for books, it wasn't big enough for DVDs and Blu-rays. So me and Lucy spent a bit of time taking the backing off it, so that we could leave the outside of it blank against the wall, so that I could fit all this in and close it up. I'll probably do like a complete, my Doctor Who collection complete video soon, but for now I finally have a place to have put all my Doctor Who stuff, my Doctor Who shrine, including all my books as well, and my spin-off DVDs there, as you can see, Torchwood, Sarah Jane, my Regeneration box set, my book that I wrote, Doctor Who: A Companion, available in all good bookshops now. So yeah, that's a massive thing for me as well, being able to get all my DVDs and Blu-rays and books and everything Doctor Who related into one sort of shrine in the middle here, which is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. And then moving over, we have my handheld collection, which I've been able to set up now as well. So I'll take you quickly through them. We have an 8-bit Link. Love this amiibo. So cool. Picked that up in Stoke recently. We have the 30th anniversary edition of Zelda Game & Watch. My little Koroks in a jar, which my darling wife Lucy gave me a couple of years ago. The original OG Game Boy DMG there. The Game Boy Advance. Another massive thank you, I have to say, to Anne for gifting me this DS, lovely black DS. My 3DS, my Breath of the Wild Goron amiibo, my Ocarina, my Animal Crossing amiibo, the recent Christmas present of the original Game Boy Lego. Loving this. It looks really cool and so at home next to its next to the original. The my Switch Lite Zelda edition. Love this. Breath of the Wild Link, PSP, and then my Wonder Swan and Wonder Swan Colour, which I'm hoping in the year to come I'm going to try and get some proper IPS screens for. Then moving down, I've started to put my games and things into cabinets. So as you can see here, I've got all my loose games, my Atari games, my NES and SNES games, with good use of my label maker, as you can see. Had a lot of fun with that. My Master System, Atari ST games, and then down below we've got my VHS. And then in the next one, I've got all my boxed games. So I think this is too deep. I'm hoping to get another Bester to go up here, which I might put some of these into. But yeah, we have here a real mixture of what we've got: Wonder Swan, 3DS there. We've got, I think that's, oh, it's an Acertronic. I don't still have that, but I've kept the game. Mega Drive, then on to PSP games and UMD videos. And then my Switch collection at the bottom there. And then underneath there, we have my extra controllers in case I ever invite a friend round who wants to play 2-player. So there we are. What do you think? That is where I'm up to with my retro haven at the moment. Loads of bits of progress. It's so nice to be able to get things out of boxes and set up in their correct places, ready for retro gaming, home recording, and lots of other things. So yeah, super thankful to all the people I mentioned there, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see where this goes next, then please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and maybe even share this with a friend who enjoys retro gaming, classic movies, or just enjoys watching an amateur trying to create their own hobby room. All right, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.